I'm like, yo, why do you only date or talk to guys who are over da da da? Mind you, I'm said guys. Her response was literally, because I have too many options. It's funner this way. Hi, guys are not approaching women in 2025. I feel like I've done a video about this already, but let's figure out why he thinks guys are approaching shorties.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move.
Not long ago, walking out to
TikTok. I feel like that's not even true though. I feel like there's still people who make the first move, both guy and girl. I think what it is though that people who are like more so on the shy side, usually when they saw a girl that was like super attractive, it was like, dang, I'm OD shy, but this might be my one shot, let me do it. But now there's like that extra barrier of like, this might be my one shot and I'm super shy. So that's the first barrier. And I'm super shy and I don't want to get like attacked online as she records or makes a TikTok about me and stuff like that. Or like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's fear mongering. I actually think most of what this is fear mongering. It actually doesn't have to do too much with like the guy ecosystem.
someone at a bar or striking up a conversation in public was how you met people. Now, it just feels like men have ghosted in real life. Women are frustrated and men are
I'm 37 and honestly it's so hard being alone. Every night I wonder why men don't notice me or take me the first step. Don't I deserve at least a little attention? Am I not attractive? Hey, shorty! I'm always looking for a little sugar. How many bills can you pay? You know what I'm saying? I can show you the world. Bitch, I'll be Aladdin for you. Hold on. Show me the pockets. I'm joking. I need to stop. I need to stop.
disconnected.
I need to stop. You're right.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain, true pain.
Damn, Bill, you can't sleep or eat or drink without feeling pain. You need to go to a hospital. You need to stop going to Dr. Phil and go to doctor for sure, like an actual doctor. You know what I'm saying? No cap. Or shoot, Dr. Miami, depending on how much you're willing to change your body for some love.
So what happened? Let's rewind the clock to the pre-Instagram and pre-dating app era. Back then, guys would actually have to walk up and start a conversation, risk a little rejection, but that was all part of the game. Then came 2020, and with it, the great pause. Suddenly, socializing wasn't just hard, it was dangerous. People went months, even years without being around strangers, and social skills plummeted just as hard as my high school GPA. It became totally normal and socially acceptable to do nothing all day. My daily routine during quarantine was to wake up, doom scroll, binge YouTube, play a few games, eat and repeat, and I did that for an entire year.
Right.
So when things did open up,
I'm not gonna lie, when it was quarantine, I was hustling. I couldn't get to the shorties, right? But I was gonna work myself up so much that when I finally could get to the shorties, I could have like all of them. That's my fault. I sound dumb. My fault.
guys didn't bounce back because some guys realized that they can chill, eat, and avoid drama. And there's a lot of it with us.
See, that implies that every girl comes with drama though, and I don't like that. I don't think that's true.
In the quote-unquote girl boss era, and look, no one's saying that a woman shouldn't chase her dreams or be independent, but when women are chanting phrases like I don't need a man, most of them are acknowledging that and going to do their own thing.
The women that say, I don't need a man, analyze that statement. I said it for many years. I would end up in relationships, the man felt unneeded, and he cheated on me.
So when a man does have a purpose, and if they're not being...
You know what I think about that like whole I don't need a man thing? I think a lot of it is lost in the way that we think about things. Like, for example, when shorties say I don't need a man, they're not actually saying they don't need men like per se. You know, they're not trying to get off that exact sentiment. Like, it's not like I don't need a man ever, because they still got like their dad or like their brothers or family members or cousins, etc., that they can lean on, depend on, things of that nature, and they're not necessarily putting those people down. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of it gets lost in translation because to like off-standing men, it just sounds like you don't want a guy in general. Like, you don't need a male guy figure around you in general, and it sounds like you don't want us there even if therefore actually there. And I think what it is both sides lacking to cross that boundary of communication, of understanding. She don't actually mean all of that. She just means that she could do everything she needs to do on her own if need be. You get what I'm saying? And also the guy understanding of that, or the shorty understanding of that, damn, this actually does sound like something hateful or harmful. So let me not say it because I can understand how that would make a guy feel. I feel like it's the lack of crossing that. I just rambled. I'm sorry.
Value, they'll go somewhere where they are, usually around their friends or just isolated from the world.
I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date.
When we check the comment section on this TikTok, guys are saying like, I'm cooking for myself, I'm playing video games, and I'm unbothered. Now let's talk standards, because social media has done a horrible job on your perception of a perfect relationship.
I'd prefer him to not be married. I'm not going to be a homewrecker. Be Asian. Be at least 5'9". I want to wear heels and have him still be taller. Do not be obese. I would like a fit man. And please make at least $150K a year. I think this is to show like how high our standards are, and we probably will never ever find our...
Well, here's the thing though. Some women like this. Like they like this right here. I remember this one time. I forget who I was having a conversation with. I want to say it was like me and Yo-Yo or something. And we were talking about girls and their lack or their want for taller heights. You feel what I'm saying? And I remember hitting this one shorty that I was cool with at the time. And I had asked her this fine joke. I'm like, yo, why do you only date or talk to guys who are over da-da-da? Mind you, I'm said guys. Her response was literally, because I have too many options. It's funner this way. It's funner that way for them because they got options anyways. Why not be strict with them? Their options are like, when they're bad, fine, so many options, why not have fun with it? So the fact that like some girls dead see this and it's like, yeah, it should be that hard to get me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just the messenger. Some girls dead find it fun, gang.
Our ideal person. And they said my delusion score is a 5 out of 5. I do not belong on this planet.
But let's be real to all the girls out there. Most people are average and there's nothing wrong with it. But what is wrong is expecting a high value partner without being one. And the guys that do meet the standard aren't interested in your quote unquote average person.
How are you?
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or...
Home. To their family. To their friend's house. A beach. The tax office. Wherever you're probably going is not the answer. Barnes and Noble. Like literally try anywhere that you're not going. I'm not gonna lie.
Or a specific location, I mean generally speaking.
I'm Haitian.
Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
Well, as a Gen Z male in his early 20s, let me break it down for you. They're just out with friends, working on themselves, sleeping, gaming, living without drama, and lifting at the gym.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 28, I'm 24. My daily Saturdays look like getting money. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't be at nowhere that I don't need to be, bro. I am not a party person. I'm not a club person. I'm not a kickback person. I'm not a random shorty crib person. I'm getting to some money, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. We out here grinding, shorty.
But now lifting has been just as dangerous because of the gym creep label. If you look in the general direction on someone in the gym, you could get blasted online. You're one clip away from being the next viral supervillain. And let me tell you, most of the time, guys in the gym won't even notice that they're looking at someone, because when I finish a heavy set, I see stars and things in my eyes while I zone on absolutely nothing. This was the saddest thing that I've seen all week.
So how much money is in your guys' bank account?
I got like 1,500 in him.
Oh, I've seen this video before.
90K?
You said what?
90K.
90000.
Where'd you get that money?
My dad.
90000. That's not. That would have been 900,000. But anyways, I was just making sure I wasn't
He
tripping.
works for that company, you know that.
But he
Stanley
just
almost
gave
a
you
quarter
I
century.
mean, like, it's like over time, but yeah.
So this whole time you.
I mean, you're my boyfriend, like.
But like, I got 1,500 in my account and You didn't pay for anything for the last 3 months.
But you never asked. You never asked. Like, I would.
If I knew you had that, I would have.
Alright, but like, you never asked. So, like, I don't know. Like,
I bought you dinner like at least like 15 times since.
I don't know why you're mad.
What is wrong with you?
You never asked me. Like, you know my dad has money.
Bro was probably a good guy and he probably worked hard for every dollar that he made, and she still tried to flip the narrative. Gaslighting, blame shifting, and manipulation. It's like she needed all the god cards to dig.
I'm getting the vibe you're wearing a lacy pink Victoria's Secret thong right now. How did you know? What the fuck? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild.
Yourself out of this mess. And now, if you're still wondering why men don't approach anymore, now you know. I understand that women grew
Here's
up.
the thing that I'll say, bro. I think if you're actually thinking that what you see online and 1 or 2 girls may say represents a whole community and that's the reason that you stopped approaching, I think if you're doing that, you're approaching the whole entire thought process the wrong way. I'd rather be okay with you not approaching because you're nervous or because of something that you got going on, not because of what you think the woman is like before actually getting to know them. That's the wrong way to look at it, in my opinion. But I think guys stopped approaching because most of them is either chilling, scared, or shy. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment twice. It helps me in the algorithm. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye. Peace.